I think a lot of people who might be trying to figure out what their goals should be, they adopt goals from other people and they do it, I guess, kind of blindly because they look at somebody and they say, well, okay, they're successful, whatever that means. And so I want to do what they do. And they don't unpack what game that person's actually playing because being successful, the scoreboard relative to the game. And I think that it's really common with gross revenue. A lot of people say, well, that person has $1 million gym, so I want to have one. Well, if you're somebody who wants to be on the floor doing most of the training and have a small staff and feel like it's kind of this boutique thing, then you're choosing the wrong goal, right? They're playing a different game than you. The people that I know that have seven or multi seven figure gyms are playing a different game than the people who are solopreneurs and even people that have one or two employees. So they're playing completely different games, and the way to measure success should be different. I remember being in mastermind groups where there'd be these guys that had these high eight, nine figure businesses, and it was clear to me that they were playing a different game than I was. I wanted to coach my kids' baseball teams. I wanted to be able to drop them off and pick them up at school. And if these guys would have had kids, you'd have never known it. And that's fine for them. That's their choice. That's their life. That's what they deem to be their priorities. It wasn't mine. And I think that fortunately, a little over a decade ago, I figured it out. I figured okay, how I measure success should be directly linked to the game that I want to play. And my game is unique to me, and your game is likely unique to you. And so you can borrow things from other people. You can borrow things that you would like to have. But if you say, okay, I'm going to measure success by being a public speaker, then you should probably understand the games that public speakers are playing, how they make their money, what their responsibilities are, how many days they're away from home, what their life looks like staying in and out of hotels. I mean, I've got a neighbor who used to speak for like 210 days a year. He was traveling. And to me, that sounds awful, right? Now, he's got a nice house. He's got a great resume, but that was the way that he measured success. It's not the way that I would want to. And I think that you as a business owner, you need to decide. Now, what's great is that evolves, that changes, right? What I would have thought of as my pinnacle in my mid 20s would be different than what it was in my mid 30s and in my mid 40s. And now at 52, as I record this, what I think about as success is tied to the game that I want to play today. And honestly, it's a little bit different than it would have been maybe 4 or 5 or even 8 or 9 years ago. With kids growing up a little bit and being a little more independent, my targets evolve and change. And that's one of the great things about this. I mean, it's your business. You get to decide, in whatever decision you made 5, 10 years ago, you're not married to. You are allowed to keep moving and keep evolving. I mean, when I see people sell their gym and move to the next thing, well, the gym served them well in many cases. And it was a goal for the game they were playing at that point, but now they're ready to play a new game. And so the goals should correspond with that. So what does this mean for you? Well, I think the first thing that I would tell you is get as clear as you can on what you actually want. What's important to you? Is it financial security? Is it time off? Is it the clients that you work with? Is it the role that you're playing in the business? Is it the ability to travel? Is it the ability to be more active with your kids at whatever stage of life they're in? Whatever that is to you, you get to decide. And that's going to be different for each of us. The time horizon for people. I mean, some of my goals change simply because I'm 52 based on my time horizon for achieving them compared to what it might have been when I was 25 or 35. So get clear about what you want. And then start to borrow ideas from other people. Start to look at, okay, how did they get to where they are? And then how do I adapt some of those fundamental principles to where I want to go versus where I am today? How do I adapt those to my strengths? How do I adapt those to my skills and to the destination I actually want to achieve? Don't just borrow somebody else's targets because they're not you. Don't just borrow somebody else's blueprint because they're not you. We work with people in Boardroom, Project 500. We work with people in our Ideal Business Accelerator and Online Coaching Academy. We've got these different kind of groupings for people who are at different stages and ideally have some commonality in what they want. But what I've come to learn many years ago is they all want something a little bit different. And so our job is to take the things that are tried and true and proven processes, systems, tactics, and help them adapt those to their circumstances, to their goals, and to their strengths. And when we do that, that's when the good stuff happens. That's when you see people really grow and evolve. And it doesn't matter if they run a small group training business for 50 and over, or if they train young athletes. Some of these things are just part of the process for anybody, but they each take a little bit of molding to fit, to fit those unique situations. So as you go forward, understand that you and I, we're not the same, just like you and the next gym over are not the same. And that's a good thing. That's wonderful because you get to choose your own path. You get to choose your own goals and you should, but you should also measure success based on those goals. When you start to do that, you'll see progress come a lot quicker because it'll be true to you. It'll be important to you. You'll be excited about it. And before you know it, you'll have gone farther than you probably thought possible.